Hi everyone, and thank you for joining this session today. I'm excited to talk to you about something that's reshaping how modern e-commerce platforms are built, and that's the composable e-commerce architecture. So, before diving deep into this architecture, I just wanted to explain what is composable e-commerce is all about. So, to put it simply, composable commerce is an approach where we compose an e-commerce solution by picking and choosing the best of the breed services and tools from each business needs. Instead of relying on a big platform that tries to do everything, we bring the system into smaller, specialized parts. Each part, for example, the product management, checkout, content management system, search, or other customers' data, etc., can come from different providers and still work together as a unified experience. But why composable? Think on it like Lego blocks. Each block represents a capability and we can mix and match them depending on business needs. This gives companies more flexibility, faster innovation, and better customer experience. That's where we prefer composable architecture over a monolith architecture, where this sort of agility is not possible. And what are the core building blocks to compose a composable solution? There are few key principles that define composable e-commerce: modularity, API, cloud native, and headless. Modularity: each component does one job in this approach. Everything connected via API, and system can talk to each other using this API infrastructure. Cloud native: it is designed to scale and evolve within a cloud system. Headless: the front end and the back end are decoupled, giving us the freedom to design unique customer interface. All of these pieces come together using a concept called MAC, that is Microservices API first, cloud native, and headless architecture. When we talk about this composable architecture, let us understand why does it matter. The biggest advantage of it is agility. That means business can respond to the changes faster. Whether a new marketing campaign is launching into a new region or adapting to customer feedback, it is all about future proofing your e-commerce stack. In this demo, we have used composable architecture to compose our solution. At the center of this architecture, which is powered by ViewStorefront, it acts as the face of the e-commerce application and bring together different services into a seamless customer experience. It doesn't contain business logic. Instead, it communicates with other systems via API. The e-commerce platform that is used in this demo is Magento, which handles the product management, pricing, inventory, and checkout system. The View Storefront requests the catalog data and performs the commerce operations through API provided by the platform, like Magento. Other composable system that is being used in this demo is content management system. The content management system is derived from Strapi. This system supplies the marketing and editorial content such as landing pages, banners, blog posts, product storytelling, etc. The View Storefront pulls this content and blend into the front-end experiences, which is what makes the headless architecture so flexible. Another aspect of this e-commerce system is search engine implementation. Again, this is being a composable solution. We have used different search services to integrate with this system to provide a seamless search experience. We have used Algolia search in this demo, where all the search features are powered by Algolia. Another big system that is being integrated in this demo is Stripe Payment Gateway, which actually initiate the payment processing capability within this e-commerce system, which helps us swipe, provide their credit card details, and then make the payment and then complete the checkout process. I'm not taking them much time, and I request Ritesh to come in and start the demo. Over to Ritesh. Thank you.
Thanks, Abhishek. So let's start with the demo. So first, I'm going to show you how the front end looks, and then we'll deep dive into the two different areas. One is the Magento, and the second is the Strapi. So this is our front end where we have integrated the Magento as a backend and the Strapi as a CMS source to render the content over here in the View Storefront area. So this is our View Storefront part. Here we can see all the different sections where it is delivering the content related to the slider, eco-friendly products, categories, some tiles cards, the footer area. So all are these being delivered from the Magento side as well as from the Strapi side. I can show you like what exact content is being delivered from the Strapi side. So here we can see there are few menus we have created that is being delivered from the Strapi side. Here we can also see some kind of promotional blocks, that is the featured block that is also being delivered from the Strapi area. So here we can see eco-friendly products that is coming from the Strapi CMS, where we have created our custom plugin that is actually pulling the categories, and based on the categories, we are also pulling the products which is coming from the Magento side. So we have defined a custom plugin where we can select a specific category. Okay, suppose I want to show a product that belongs to a men's category. So I have selected few set of products, and those products are being rendered over here as a slider. Similarly, we have another block, which is the category block, where we can select multiple categories just for the show here in the form of slider. Similarly, we have different tiles sections that can be managed from the again from the Strapi area, where we have created set up few content types, and we have a flexible content types where we can define like 3-column structure, 4-column structure, 2-column structure. So currently you can see this is a 3-column structure that we have defined from the Strapi area, and the tiles are being rendered over here in the form of image along with the content. Again, this is the same category block. This is the same product block that we have just seen over here. Now I'm just going to demonstrate how a user will do his journey through the checkout process. So I'll be selecting one of the category, say I'm in the top. So this is the product listing page where we can see all the filters are in the left hand side. These are filters attributes that is being managed from the Magento area, where we have defined various like size, materials, colors. So all these attributes we have defined for the products in the Magento backend. And here we can see all those products as a list. We have two different types, list and grid. So currently we stay with the grid. Clicking onto the detail page. So let's see its detail. Okay, here we can see the descriptions, read reviews, additional information. Also, we can see the related products. So now let's try to add a product into the cart. So I'll select the color, small size. Okay, we can see here a little pop-up that shows a product is being added into the cart. So now we'll go to the cart. So this is our cart page. If we want to increase the products, we can increase it from here. All right, so we have two products now. Going to the checkout page. Okay, here it is asking if we want to create a new account or if we wanted to just to do the guest checkout. So we can also do the guest checkout as well. So we'll be trying with the guest checkout. So I'm trying with a name, say John Smith. John Smith. Okay, continue to shipping. Okay, here again, John Smith. This is the street and this is the address that I have already copied. That's why it is populating over here. Now going to select the shipping method. All right, so we can see these are the various shipping methods we have integrated. So I'll go with one of any of those. So let's check best way. Continue to the billing part. Here I can choose my billing address and shipping address are same. This is here. Continue to payment. So here we can see our product summary. We can see Stripe also being integrated, but since it's in a test mode, so let me do a quick checkout with the check and money order. Agree to the terms and condition. Wants to make an order. Okay, so the order is being created with the user that we just did a guest checkout. So we can see all those orders are being generated in the Magento area. Now I will showcase the Magento backend demo. What is Magento? So basically Magento is a product management system where we are handling all the products. We are also managing the pricing, inventory. We can manage the orders. So this is the kind of store, and I'm just going to demonstrate like how we are managing the categories and the products. So we'll go to the catalog area. We can see all those categories are here. These are the default dummy categories. When we install a Magento, then it also offers to insert a dummy content. So that's why we have inserted few dummy content, including the categories. If we want to create a new category, then we can add the category as a root category. Also, we can create a subcategory. So suppose I want to create a new category inside the woman. So I have selected the woman as a parent category. We can also create a subcategory under gloves as well. But I'm just going to demonstrate how we can create a new category under the woman's parent category. So I'm adding a subcategory. that is being added into the women's category. Here I will name it called dummy cat. Okay, selecting from the gallery. Okay, and I'm just going to save this category. So here we can see our dummy cat is being created under the women's category. And since we have enabled this category to show into the menu, so this will show into the top menu bar as well. So if I would refresh this page, then that category will also be appears over here. Dummy cat, as we can see here. Now I'm going to demonstrate how we can add the products into the Magento system so that products is being rendered onto the front end view storefront area. So we'll go to the products. Here we can see some few dummy products. Let's try to add a new product. So this is my dummy product. Okay, I'm going to set its SKU to anything. Price wants to set 600. Quantity say 20. We want to manage its stock, so it's in stock. Okay, category, which category I want to select. So suppose I want to place this product into my dummy category, so I can select this dummy, and I can also select multiple categories. So if I want to show this new products that we are going to create into some other categories as well, so we can choose the other categories as well here. All right, content. If we want to, we can place some lorem ipsum. That's it. Saving this product. Now we can see this products into our catalog area. There we go. I forgot to add the image, so let me just place an image over here under the images and video configurations. Browse an image. Okay. This is the image I just want to use for the dummy product. Okay. So here we can see our dummy products is there and we have a default stock 20. So that product should be rendered onto the front end side since we have just inserted this products. Okay, so here we have seen various configurations. Now we will check where we can manage the orders. We just took the order from the front end view storefront and we'll check where we can see the orders. We'll go to the sales area, onto the orders. Here we can see all the orders that we have just placed. So we have placed one order with John Smith and we can see its order information here. So we can process over the orders from this stream. Okay, now we are going to see how we can manage the content from the Strapi side. So this is the content management where we are managing all the contents that is being delivered onto the view storefront area. So here we have created few content types. So here we can see few content types related to the banners, like how we are managing the card elements. So basically, Strapi is a CMS that is being used to manage the contents related to the landing pages, related to the normal pages, different tiles we can manage from here. And we also created a very special functionality which is a flexi layout system that can be managed from the Strapi side, and the content will be rendered according to how we have ordered the sections. So let's deep dive into the various sections. So here we can see the card elements. So first, let's look at the card elements content type. Here we can manage, like I just shown, these cards. So offer cards. So offer cards can be managed from the card elements. We can create different offer cards and can assign these offer cards to the landing pages. Either it can be home page or either it can be category landing page. So just going to edit, we can see this is the 3 column and 5 blocks. So we can see 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks are here right now. And here we can manage the title, subtitle, description, the CTA. We can manage the image. So that is being rendered over here. We can see this image. This is how we can manage these card elements. Now, next content type is the hero slider. So hero slider that can be used either on a home page or also can be used at some other pages as well. So currently we have created just one slide for the homepage slider, and we have managed here 4 slides which are being rendered onto the home page. So that we can see summer collection, winter collection, latest collection. Here we can see summer collection, winter collection, latest collection. So this is how it's a very simple steps. We can place, if we want to add any new entry, we can add a new entry by placing a heading, subheading. So let me type new collection, test, wants to add a slider image. So we'll add this as a slider image. If I want to add a CTA, then I can add shop now, which is basically this button. If I want to add, I can add, otherwise it's fine. I can publish this content. Why we are using this Strapi CMS over here? It's because of it is automatically creates the API which can be used on any of the source. Either it is a view storefront or either it can be React or any other front-end technologies. Now we'll go through the mega menu feature block where we have managed the 2 promotional blocks that we have seen onto the front-end side here, which is the featured block. So that is for the women and for the men categories. So if you check in the backend here, we can see for the men category, we have 2 blocks, t-shirts and shoes that are rendering over here, t-shirts and shoes. And similarly, for the women category, we have top and the sandals. Now, coming to the other content type, which is the single content type, there are 2 single content types we have managed, one for the main menu. So I'll show you how we are managing the main menu from here. So here you can see Strapi menu 1 and Strapi menu 2. So what basically we have done, we have divided the complete menu into the 2 parts. One part will be coming from the Magento source, which is till sale, and the other part will be coming from the Strapi source. So here we can manage the CMS related content. So suppose if you wanted to create any new content type, if you want to introduce a blog or new category page or new landing page, we can simply create those menus over here. So just like we can see here, we have created a Strapi menu 1, target self, Strapi menu 2. I can add another one, which is the menu link. I can name it Strapi menu 3 or Strapi M3. Place any URL. I can select a target, publish. And now once we will refresh, then you will see the Strapi menu 3 will be added over here. There we go. So this is how we have incorporated the view storefront with Strapi CMS. Now I'm just going to demonstrate a very important part, which is the homepage management and how this homepage management is completely different from any other layouts. So here we are using dynamic zones where we can drop the different sections into the zone, and we can also change their orderings. Currently, if you see, this is our homepage, and here we can see the homepage banner slider. Then we have eco-friendly products, then we have categories, then we have offered slides. So all these are being managed from here. So we can see H banner that is representing the homepage banner slides. And I just show you a hero slider. So that hero slider we have selected over here. If we want to create a new, then we can simply create a new and we can change for the homepage. Once we will create a new hero slider, then it will be also rendering over here and we can select the another one. Similarly, all these other blocks where we have selected the category, we have selected the top category and selected a few products here that is being rendering over here under the eco-friendly products. So you can see the title also coming from the Strapi area and the selected products. Similarly, the categories. and the promotional block and the same two blocks. So suppose if I want to delete this block, which is the another category that we can see over here, this one, and I want to delete this one. So I'm simply going to delete and I'll save this, and we can see it will be completely gone. That's it. Suppose if I wanted to switch the layout and I want to place this eco-friendly products at the very bottom of the page, then I can also manage the same thing. So I'll drag and drop it to the last. So we can see here products by category, eco-friendly products is being set at the very last. Once I'll publish and I refresh the page, then we will see eco-friendly products are being rendered at the very last. So this is how we have managed the content from the backend. Like I said, we created one special plugin just to fetch the Magento categories and the Magento product information, which is being used over here. So here we can see we are pulling the Magento categories. So all these categories are being here. Similarly, we have the product selection. So all the products are being rendered over here. So this is the special plugin that we have created dedicatedly for the storefront. Thank you.
Thanks, Ritesh, for a very insightful demo. In this demo, I really appreciate Ritesh to discover a very flexible custom field which is used to fetch the certain data from the Magento backend and to the Strapi. So this flexibility enables any marketeer to choose and select the featured product to be shown on the front end website. Another aspect that in this demo has highlighted that the ability of the flexi layout. This flexible layout gives any marketeer an opportunity to switch over the different blocks or the content pieces on the front end side, so that at the right time we could display the right content to the end user. So this flexibility is wonderful, and it is very, very useful for the marketeers. Thanks, Ritesh. Thank you for watching this demo. If you want to discuss more about this solution, learn more about this architecture, please feel free to connect with me or Ritesh. The links are given on the screen. Thank you.